But right now, it's a Farlands or Bust live stream. This one, September 15th, 2023. We're up to $590 raised for direct relief for the Maui Wildfire Relief Funds. Got another $20 anonymous donation, no question with that one. And we left off at 53,807.3 something megabytes. All right, have you got your woofs ready? That's centered. Is that progress bar centered? I'm pretty sure I did the math. I think it's fine. It's fine. It's centered. Yeah, see, it's right. Select world. If select world is properly centered, then that's centered right there too. All right. It is. Look at the buttons. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. No more obsessive compulsive pixel perfect layout design. I think I even tried to get the baseline of this to equal the baseline of this. I've got problems. Get your woofs ready. Woof. Thank you, Wolfie. Oh, that's right. We left off in our cathedral double tall vertically oriented hidey hole. Hello. Let's secure that hidey hole. Some junk. Grab Wolfie. And continue west to the Farlands. Here in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. That is right indeed. Oop. Got him. That is correct. Indeed. Oop, another pig. Do I need wool? Not really.
Time to test these babies out.
You did it! Oopgrod! That's the first time we've seen that alert, too. That one is care of the girlfriend. Because she knows that I'm paying attention and looking for alerts while we're walking Deep Space Nine, and she demanded I make one out of that. I didn't think it would make sense, but it scared me and was hilarious. That's the upgrade when you upgrade a gift sub. Thank you, Smidge, for upgrading your gift sub. What is that called? You seek Jahamaron, or whatever they call it. On Risa. Okay, guess he didn't want to get that pig. Oh! A bath bomb! Oh! That was a lucky bath bomb. Got a bunch of pork chops from it. Jan Skalvik! Thank you very much for the bath bomb. 5 subs in the tub. Now all we gotta do is get those 5 subs to upgrade from a gift sub to a regular sub, and we'll see that alert again. I think if anybody's going to do it, Ramses DS and Oxygen02 are names we've seen here before. I'm not too sure about the others. Thank you very much, Jan Skelvik. Now upgrade. We're waiting. Damn it. Wolfie, Wolfie, I'm trying to get this last block of wood, but you're making it very difficult. I mean, I guess so is the terrain offset. There we go. Oh, there's two! Oh, I'm just rebuilding the tree under me. Perfect. High pressure sales. It's called an upsell. Indeed. I don't remember. I swear I had something I wanted to talk about, but now I forgot. As is the tradition. Oh, I think I encountered naturally in my normal life my first fully written by AI search engine optimized web page clickbait search result today. Because I was looking up, for whatever reason, our coffee maker, the coffee maker I have, this wasn't a problem until recently, but the part that holds the coffee grounds, the basket, let's call it the basket. From henceforth, when referring to the basket, that's what I'm referring to, has been like, it's been draining slowly. So it sometimes will like just have a bunch of water still stuck in it and like sometimes overflow. Not overflow, but it will go over the paper filter, therefore introducing grounds around it. Anyway, this hasn't been a problem before. I've not had to adjust my grind settings for this. I mean, I have been since it started, but that's, I don't know why all of a sudden. So I Googled it. I Googled coffee maker grinds draining slowly or something like that. And a lot of suggestions were use a coarser coffee grind. But there was this, it was on the first page. It wasn't a sponsored result on Google. It was on the first page. But I clicked on it, and it looked like any of these other sort of how-to or like recipe listicle articles with a bunch of ads on it. It started out kind of fine, but then what gave it away is that it included my exact search term, word for word, in quotations, and in bold. Completely out of context. I wish, gosh, I should like search it again, but like I'd have to give them more cliffs. Cliffs? Clicks. It's my brain. But basically it said like blah da blah da coffee something something. You should, it was just like, it didn't make any sense. One thing to improve your blah 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 is to start quote, bold, coffee grounds draining slow, end quotes. Like, you should try, and then the search term that I searched. And I'm like, that's the problem I'm trying to solve, not the solution. And then it went on to, like, giving a history of coffee. As if it was being written by an extraterrestrial alien. Coffee has commonly been consumed as a source of energy for human beings. It is derived from a coffee plant, the seed of a coffee plant that has been dried and roasted. You know, like, it started going off like that. And I'm like, wow. And it never answered the question. It was purely keyword search clickbait. And then it, like, just started to explain the different methods of coffee brewing and what does a small grind mean? What is a coarse grind? You know, completely useless. But it was definitely 100% not written by a human being. And I was just like, huh. I guess, yeah, Cone, that's like, huh. I guess that's gonna be a new thing. I guess what I don't understand is did the page generate based on me making the search, or have enough people made that specific search that the page generated to target that? I think it's the latter, because I don't think Google could index a page that was just generated. And yeah, I mean, that's already a problem. But up until now, most of these articles and things have at least been written by humans. Let's go to sleep. And awakeness. If not written just by rooms full of humans in third world countries being paid 15 cents an hour. You know, I'm talking about, like, when you search for, like, what's the best lens cap for my Canon T5i? And it's like, top 20 lens caps for your Canon T5i for 2023. You know, they just, every year they change the year in the H1 tag, title tag of the page, so that they end up on the front page of Google results. Maybe the website has a way to know what search terms were used and inserted that automatically. But unless Google has changed how it gives search results, like, you're talking about when I searched it, like, I don't think it could generate, unless, well, I don't know, unless that term gets replaced for every query. The page exists and is in the Google index, having already included all search terms and stuff. But when a person, myself, searches coffee maker draining slow, it just includes that in strong, bold, highlighted, in air quotes, in the article, and then in the few seconds that Google is ranking the search results, it sees that and is like, this must be exactly what this person wants. Or, yeah, well, I mean, I feel like it was also in, like, the Google, like, short text under the link. I don't know. But yeah, that was kind of my first... I mean, I've dealt with a lot of that chum, like, accidentally happening upon stuff like that when you really want an actual answer. But this was the first that I'm like, this definitely was written not by a human. And then it reminded me of Hank Green posted something about somebody's working on or coming out with a video generating AI. Or there's already like music generating, and there's one that recently came out that's like stock audio. Like if you want, generate me a audio file with 35 Canadian geese flying overhead in a standard V formation. It'll like create that in like actual like high quality wave format or whatever. So yeah, he was saying he's worried about video making AI because then that reduces the entry to creating bullshit, as he called it, which is very true. Because right now, there is a lot of bullshit on YouTube. Just bad videos that have been ripped off that have keyword spam. But those still require somebody to have and understand how to use a copy of Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve or something. It requires somebody to find and rip those clips or steal those video clips from other videos or sources. And it still requires someone to put a script into one of those uncanny valley text-to-speech programs to give text voice overlay to make it sound like it's a nature documentary, but it's not. But to remove those barriers, and now all anybody has to do is type in, make a video in the style of SciShow about poorly draining coffee makers. And then it'll like fill an entire channel of 2,000 videos with variants on that for the search engines. Spooky noises. A lot of those technical and time barriers have been removed. And yeah, his thing is that like we as internet users and Google really have no way right now of filtering, of handling that volume of stuff that might be coming. Just like they already have a problem filtering that sort of stuff from search results. At the same time, Google, YouTube, do they even have an incentive to filter that stuff? Because even if it's all low-quality chum, if the people are still viewing and viewing ads, they're still making money. And if anything, now there's more videos for them to make money on. More content. So is there even any incentive for YouTube to put a stop to any of that sort of thing? Or at least make people aware of when you're watching one thing versus the other? I would argue in the long term they do, because then... What did somebody say? The web of trust. Eventually, that would just make everything on YouTube chum. And people would stop going there because they are not finding what they want. Or they'll be finding exactly what they want. Even if it's low quality, poor quality, targeted keyword clickbait spam. I don't know. It's weird, wild stuff. But yeah, that's not going to be fun. But that's just what I thought about when I came across this article. I'm like I understand it's gibberish and completely pointless, but how many people might not fully catch on to that? And like that's the thing about the AI push, is that it's not solving any problem, it's creating more problems. What I need AI for. This is what I need AI for. I don't need them to show me what the rest of the Mona Lisa looks like, or for them to fill my search results with this keyword chum. What I need AI to do is to, in my phone, know when my prescriptions are about to run out and automatically call and navigate through my pharmacy's long and boring phone automated refill system and place the order refill and then let me know when it's ready to pick up before I inevitably forget about it on a Friday and they're closed over the weekend. That's what I needed to do. But instead, I'm the one here typing on the phone and messing up numbers, and I myself have started to memorize which pharmacy I'm going to pick it up at, and that's number this one on the keypad, you know? But it's AI, Capybara Cosmonaut. It would never make a mistake or mess up. It's the future. Say, everybody who said the same thing about cryptocurrency and NFTs. Oh, I already have a bed. And I just made boats instead. Alright. Well, that's gone well. Well, yeah, my pharmacy, and the pharmacy of many, many people, is unfortunate. It's a community pharmacy. For poor people. Oh, I forgot to snore. Oh, jeez. But yeah, they don't even have, like, web reorder form or anything like that. I keep, again, one of the many things I'm like, I have no time. I keep needing to make an appointment with my new doctor so that I can try out one of the online mail ordering pharmacies instead. Just get like a 90-day supply and save a bunch of money. But every time I place a reorder for my medication, I'm like, I really got to do that. And then, like, I got to place a reorder again. Alright, we're avoiding using so many boats, as we discovered in the last Flobathon. There was an article that explained how current AI is not really taking jobs so much as it's making good jobs bad. Yeah, it's like they went after, like, the arts. Which is, like, the only careers and profession that, like, most relies on our thoughts, like the human input and creativity and thought, instead of, like, reordering medications, numbers stuff. Ooh, look at that thing. Thumbnail. But anyway... How's everybody doing? Ooh. Sleepy. Just the usual existential dreads. Going to a show. For the glitz and glamour of the stage. Oh, I did that. Oof. I just wanted to hear the noise. Plonk. Is there a food you would eat that would provide all your needs? Like, wait. You know how in DS9 the Jem'Hadar had Ketracel White to provide them with the nutrients? I thought they were just addicted to it. I didn't know that they also, like, subsided on it. But I understand what you're saying. Is there a food you would eat that would provide all your needs? Are you saying, is there a food that actually does provide all my needs? Or is there a food I would eat, only eat, if it provided all of my needs? The second option, okay. Because the first one would be a little difficult to come by. I'm certainly not a Soylent person. Is that still around? Did that get discontinued or, like, banned by the FDA yet? Or something like that? It is a thing still. With nerds. There are knockoffs, too. With people very into AI and crypto, I'm sure. That was my insinuation. Yeah, the oatmeal scene. Yeah. The gruel that they had to eat. Speaking of gruel. And awakeness. There, I did it. I don't know, I feel we've definitely been asked a similar question. It's basically there was one food that you could eat and only eat for the rest of your life. What would it be? I think that insinuates that you won't die of malnutrition if you only eat chocolate chip cookies. I mean, you're basically asking my favorite food. I mean, I guess it would be a breakfast thing. Because breakfast is good any time of the day. But there's a lot of other foods that aren't good first thing in the morning. Like, at least according to me and myself and I. Like, if I woke up at 7 a.m. and had to get the day going, I don't think a big bowl of spaghetti and meatballs would be really palatable. Or, like, steak and broccoli. Even though I realize steak and eggs is a thing, but I've never had steak in the morning. Ooh! Jinglestog! Thank you for the $5 donation. To our charity, Direct Relief. Jinglestog asked, who's the favorite boy? He, the pretty boy P, or the nibbler? Well, I know for the girlfriend, Peepers is the bestest boy. Oh, wait, no. Peepers is the favorite guy. Who's my... Yeah, she says, who's my favorite guy? But Niblet is the best guy. Because Niblet's a good boy. Peepers is a right terror. Peepers is a butter boy. He's now a bread boy. I gotta protect my bread from Peepers. The girlfriend has to protect her bread. She's brought home loaves of bread and he's chewed right through the plastic bag and went to town. Does he actually eat it? Yeah, there's definite bite marks missing. So we're pretty sure he eats it. Yeah, Peepers is insatiable. He'll get up on the countertop and like try to lick the dishwater to the point where we'll catch him and he'll have a dollop of soap bubbles on his head. 'Cause he's weird and gross. But Niblet doesn't get into any trouble. Niblet just sometimes scratches the carpets when he's excited, which is like the least of bad things to do. And he's a nervous licker guy. He nervously licks himself too much, just like grooming. And we think he's nervous because Peepers is a jerk to him. I'd be nervous too if I had to live with that guy. We're trying to find ways to calm Niblet from over-grooming, basically. Oh, liquor. That he had a drinking problem. Ah, that's pretty funny. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, we don't know what to do about that. The girlfriend's been trying different things, changing diet, stuff like that. There's tufts of niblet hair all over the place. And then he'll have a hairball pretty frequently. Whereas Peepers never does, because Peepers never cleans himself. Because he's a disgusting. He's disgusting. Would this be the first Flobathon to make use of the new F3 switch? In context, yes. We've already used it. I used it at the opening of this season to display the F3. We already did. Ooh-wee. True, it's not a Flobathon right now. This is just your bog standard stream. Coming at you from the bog. Woohoo, buddy. Stuck. And etc. Oh, surprised I made that jump. Ooh, so exciting. I should just put a countdown timer on the stream. Just counting down for no reason. Do not acknowledge the countdown timer. Oh, hello. Whew. Well, that or just like as it gets closer to 0, it just slows down more. Like almost imperceptibly so. So it never actually reaches 0. What? Jeeps. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I didn't want to use boats, but this terrain makes me need to use boats. Do you know it's faster if you jump run on boats? It's 0.03% faster. How is car fixing going? It's not. That's what I started the stream kind of being like, I mean, I guess it's like a normal human thing, but just to like have things I want to do and need to do that just never seemingly like they're ever going to get done because there's no time in the day or enough days to do any of it. And the cars are one of them. Well, there are 4 of them. Now I actually need a boat and I don't have one. Like walking to the farlands. Well, this is one of the things that I need to do. If I wasn't having to do this, I'd have all the garden boxes made that I need. I'd have the Datsun would have a new suspension all set up and ready. I'd punch the microphone. But you lot, you lot must be tended to. This and more lies at 11. Ah, we can't prove that. Unless you come from an alternate timeline. Where the scenario is just that. How dare you? How dare you infect me in my mind with the truth? I remember the summer of Kurt. It was supposed to be the year of Kurt. The only thing he had enough time for was to make a time machine to transfer over to say he had enough time, but then he didn't make anything else done because he had to make the time machine. And the time machine is closed on the weekends, and they only have this archaic phone ordering system that you have to navigate through a bunch of confusing and difficult to remember phone prompts that somebody, for some reason, decided not to invent an AI to circumvent. Indeed. But yeah, the Datsun needs that stuff. The truck needs stuff. Like, I got new window sill, like the outside door window sill rubber seal is very not good anymore. Well, I bought replacements, but I haven't put them on yet. I just notice every time I wash the truck, whenever I, like, spray the soap off, it, like, all goes into the door because there's nothing stopping on the outside of the window from that happening. I mean, it drains out the bottom, I assume. Yeah, the weather seal. I bought some. They had them. I mean, I hope it's right. It looks right. That's another thing. I have all these parts for the Datsun, and I'm like, boy, I sure hope they sent me all the right parts and they're all not broken, because it's been like 18 months since I bought some of them, and I'm sure I'm well outside the service or return window. If anything turns out to be wrong or broken. Yeah, it's been. Subaru just needs to be cleaned, but I also want to take it in. Like, there is supposed to be like a 60,000 mile service. It's at 80,000 right now. I don't know how essential those are, but like, one of the things was to replace the spark plugs. I don't really want to do that myself, because it's no easy task on a Subaru. And I'm like, 80,000 miles, that seems maybe about right to change the spark plugs. Do I have on the bed? I do. Oh, the pickup truck just passed 160. And a year. I just got the renewal papers. Or the tags. I have to figure out. I think I don't I don't know what I would Google it, but then I'd just end up with another AI written bamboozle article. But I think maybe the fuel return line is clogged or something. Because I noticed this last time when I was getting closer to an empty fuel tank, the truck was having problems starting when cold. And I think it just wasn't getting enough fuel pressure. But then I filled it up yesterday, and now it started right up. But I just noticed that there's a lot of vacuum. Like, a significant amount of vacuum in the gas tank when releasing the gas cap. Which would explain, perhaps, because on an emptier tank, there's more air in the tank and more vacuum. Thus harder to get the fuel to the engine. But I don't know what else could cause that. I suppose during this tank, I should just frequently remove the gas cap to release the pressure. See, as it gets down to E, if it still has trouble starting. I don't know. So how about you lot? What's one thing that you've been needing to do for the past 3 to 8 months that simply feels like you never have time to do it? Leave a comment below and make sure to hit that like button, smash that like button, and ring the bell when you subscribe. Hook up the drip irrigation system. I think you're a bit past the growing season. Cancel a home maintenance subscription. Making a list is on my list. Whoop! I've unmuted Discord. Mow the lawn. I swear I just did it last month. We haven't needed to mow the lawn. Our lawn is now dead. It's because we haven't gotten any rain. I mowed it maybe like 3 times at the beginning of spring. And now, never again. Guys were super nice and let me lay pipe in their trench. That would be super nice of them. You're looking for a serious, not a little weenie garden irrigation system series of tubes that I have. I need a dental appointment. Dental appointment. Yeah, I went to one with the girlfriend, a dentist. And they were like expensive, but like super nice. Like they like specialize in people who have like dental anxiety and like pain, which isn't me. but like they had like a television on the ceiling, and they give you little sunglasses to keep the water out of your eyes. They're very like, they explain everything that they're doing. Well, I mean, they offered like gas or anything, but I've never done that. I've never been gassed at a dentist, so I'm like, no, I'm good. And they seem surprised. being a dentist office that specializes in people with those sorts of issues, I declined everything. Water in your eyes? Yeah, when they spray with the little water sprayer and the thinny Dremel tool thing, and you never get water in your eyes when the dentist is working on you. But yeah, anyway, long story short, that guy went out. He didn't go out of business. He sold his business. So that was the one and last time I went there. And not having dental insurance isn't really a thing I go out of my way to regularly do. Yeah, I didn't even get any sort of like numbing or gassing. I did have like a, I don't know, small batch. It wasn't, I think they wanted money. This previous dentist of mine back in Illinois, I had a soft spot on my tooth that they wanted to drill and fill before it became a cavity. I didn't even have anything for that. That zinged a couple times. That got me a few times without any sort of numbing. But I also had braces for 5 years, so I feel any sort of torture does not equal the amount that braces cause. Small batch. Thank you for the $50 donation to Direct Relief. No question with that one, but I appreciate it. But I mean, I guess the one thing I do need to do is make an appointment at my new doctor. Go in. And at least get a new, well, the same prescriptions, but a new prescription from him to whatever that online one is that y'all recommended.
Glory to you and your house.
That was fantastic timing. Jastervoy, thank you for 10 months in the subtub. Glory to you and your house. Honk, honk. And then Smidge, $21 in the subtub. 666. We are blessed. We are blessed for these donations for our charity. Thank you very much. I didn't know if that alert was going to be interesting enough, but clearly it is. Alright, hidey hole. Wolfie. Alright, it doesn't need to be a cathedral ceiling, Kurt. Just your standard 6x6 is fine. Gaster Voids thoroughly enjoyed episode 100 of Ranwin Park.
You're not Nana. Nana's dead. Leave her alone!
First time on Twitch in ages. Feels good to be back with a Kurt vid.
A Kurt vid? This isn't a video, this is happening live in front of a studio audience, of which you are part of. Yeti 6000, thank you for 19 months. Welcome back with that Twitch Prime. Bezos Bucks. Oh, dang, I let go. All right, we're secure. We're here. Go to sleep. Let's back up the world. And then we'll continue. With more Farlands or Bust. $53,882.1 megabytes. Not at all prepared. I said that word for a cooking stream, but prepared for more Farlands or Bust on this here September 15th, 2023. Pick up where we left off with your woofs. Woof. Woof indeed. That's a cow. That scared me. Let's grab Wolfie. And continue west. Still some... I'm jinxing it by saying this, but pristine armor. It's these diamond pants. Keeping me swift and nimble on my toes. Woof woof indeed. Here's a question. Has anyone here, anybody any one of 71 viewers ever traveled to Iceland? Oh. Okay. Won't go there. Not Iceland, the lava pit. Save this patient got married in Iceland. Interesting. What time of year did you go?
You're telling me I'm stuck here? With you?
No, I'm stuck here with you. Believe me, a far worse fate.
Hey, is this on?
It is, Johnny Poco. Thank you for 90 months in the sub. Much appreciated. Sub. October. Interesting. How was it in October? I mean, I guess probably not that bad. A bit gray and cloudy, but above freezing. Yeah, I mean, I suppose... I mean, we're trying to plan something. Iceland. But it's difficult to do so. Obviously the winter is not a great idea. Unless you like only 1 hour of daylight in Iceland. Conversely, the summer, with 24 hours of daylight, is also the high tourist season there. The 23-ish hours of daylight. Right, right. I mean, it never actually gets dark. It just, like, stays in, like, sunset, sunrise mode for an hour, and then sun's back. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to schedule things. Especially with the girlfriend in school. He only has winter break. Out of the question. Spring break at the end of March. Took your new wife to see a geothermal power plant. Whoa, doggy. Did you happen to somehow rope this into a business trip? How romantic. End of March is still winter. Right. And also, in particular next year, the beginning of April has the eclipse. So... can't very well go on a trip to Iceland and then the very next week need to take a trip to somewhere eclipse USA. Just kind of a bummer. So yeah, it's hard to plan. And honestly, we should have probably just planned for the end of this summer, like next week. But that was too soon, I think. Yeah, I was just curious. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Wolfie. I was really getting comfortable with just sitting on a boat. Taking my hand off the mouse. Wait a minute. That sounds backwards. Eclipses happen all the time. There's only one Iceland. We just have to schedule our trip during an eclipse in Iceland. When's the next one? Iceland will see a partial. Well, that's the eclipse. So like, what would that be then? The sun will probably be setting before it becomes total in Iceland. Yeah, I didn't know that, because all the maps, I look at the eclipse track, only show you the, continental US. And then it, like, stops once it leaves the east coast. I didn't realize that Iceland would see some of it. Not the important part, but... You should visit Iceland late May, early April. Those are two completely different times that do not connect with each other. And stop over Newfoundland on the way back? What's in Newfoundland? Oh, I see. The eclipse. I mean, I don't know. It would be interesting. Like, could we schedule the flight back during the eclipse and then watch the eclipse from the flight? But yeah, I don't know how well that works, just because, like I said, the girlfriend has school. Kind of hard to see from an airplane window. But, I mean, there are specific tours that happen specifically in airplanes. Depends on where it is. If it's not over, if it's on the horizon and you pick the right side of the plane. You're above the clouds. Hopefully. Unless there are something terribly wrong has happened. Can there be a total eclipse on the horizon? Absolutely. It doesn't happen to happen at exactly noon. I mean, in fact, that's why it travels across... When you look at the track, it travels from Mexico to Texas to Illinois to Maine and out to Iceland. Look at all these pigs! that is a murder of pigs. Too bad I don't even need any wolfie meat. Look at all these pumpkins. Yeah, I mean, like some places, it could be in totality while the sun is rising, which would be a heck of an interesting view. Alternately, like in Iceland, the sun's going to be setting when it's only partial, but not total. Yeah, I don't know. That's been on our minds to try to do. We've been thinking about like trips to take. Kind of the last, we've gone on little like overnight trips and stuff like that, but the last and only real vacation we've taken together is the 2-week road trip that culminated in the 5-hour slideshow. And we're trying to think of all these things, places we could go, family we could visit or whatever, and we're just like, well, why don't we just go to Iceland? We both want to go to Iceland. I've never been to Iceland. Let's just blast it. Go instead of working from the bottom up. In vacation terms, let's go from the top down. Iceland's or bust. Oh, Wolfie, when did you take that damage? Did you get stuck under the ice? After we missed all those pigs? Tree. The only question would be the food situation. Whether or not it would be difficult for me to stay gluten-free in a foreign country. And fish free. Look at the size of this tree. A large lad. Wolfie? Wolfie? I think they have gluten intolerant people in other countries. Right, but are they as accommodating in other countries? Accommodating or obvious. Specifically, if stuff is like in a different language, I'll have to figure out what gluten-free means and how to ask for it and how to say it. Right, I'd assume like the big cities might be alright, but if we want to like drive out to the ring road, I'd have to stock up on whatever the local gluten-free Udi's brand is. Gluten is called gluten. Interesting. Oh, I've been walking without my HUD on. HUDless. Just steak all day. Steak for breakfast. Steak and potatoes. That's all. That's the one meal. No bread, please. Steak burrito. That wouldn't be gluten-free. Burritos come on flour tortillas. Incorrect. Go to jail. Nearly everyone is fluent in English. That's good. That'd be a good first one. That'd be a good first trip, which is why we want to do it. It's just planning. I wouldn't worry about the language barrier in Iceland. That's good. That's kind of what I was thinking. The girlfriend wasn't so sure. A quote from the net, Reykjavik is absolutely safe and very pleasant for people who are on a gluten-free diet. Especially if you're looking for, quotation, bold, insert gluten-free search result term here, quote. I mean, like, one of the other places we want to go. The girlfriend's been once before on her own, but just to, like, Japan. That one has a few more hurdles, I think. Scandinavians are pretty fluid in English. Ah. They become changelings and join the Great Link. True, you can really butcher it and still be understood. You could really be a very crappy AI spam program and still be understood. Meat, veg, rice is always available in Japan. Right, but like so is soy sauce, which has wheat in it. Like on everything. I mean, that is the one thing, maybe it's changed, but that's the one thing the girlfriend said was the most difficult for her. No, she's not gluten-free, or she just doesn't want to eat fish, which is difficult. Was finding and ordering food. And, like, understanding what she was ordering. That pig was dry. But yeah, I don't know. Iceland is definitely on the list before Japan, so I don't think exhausting the mental energy on whether or not I could find something to eat in Japan is really worth it at this juncture. At this time in space. That was a sand float. What about Peru? Peru? I don't think that's on the list. I mean, there's a lot of time. Oh, I just murdered straight up that guy. I didn't mean to do that. Peru is the origin of potatoes? Today I learned. Apparently common knowledge amongst everyone in chat. Is that what they're teaching in school these days? Whoa, Wolfie. Trying to make waterfall magic here. You almost got bopped upside the head. And I wanted to take a look at my handicraft. My mindycraft. Man-made waterfall. Excuse me. Ooh. Use less boats, he said. Well, this is a lake. Who are you calling idyllic? Idyllicacy. You want a giveaway on this channel or somewhere else? On this very channel, and it got lost in the mail, you say? Well, good news! It hasn't been lost in the mail, because I haven't sent it yet. I haven't sent... I'm assuming you're international, aren't you? I haven't sent any of the international ones yet. What a relief! Oh, isn't that great? Yeah, that was also on the list of things that I keep wanting and needing to do, but I don't do. Is sending out those raffle giveaways. You feel so much better now. Not that it got lost in the mail, it's just that I am incredibly poor at managing my time and completing tasks. Yeah, I've gotten out a few batches to the US winners. I think there's one more batch of US winners, and then I'm going to try the international. Just because it requires some special postage. I think I got it figured out for international. I think I just need the international stamp plus the extra ounce stamp. Because the international stamp already covers the fact that it's non-machinable, non-bendable. I think. I also just got a stamps account. In case I'm wrong. Okay, easy, Kurt. We're not making boats. We're making beds. And awakeness. Don't forget to declare it as a gift. I guess... Whoa. Do I even need to declare it? If I just drop it in the mailbox? These are the things I don't think about, that they don't make obvious, that they don't help you understand when you're trying to just send something in an envelope. The old drop and run, yeah. Tuck and roll. I want as little interaction with another human being as possible. Which is why we're all here. I mean, that's the thing, it's just going inside a standard envelope. The customs and the receiving end will have questions. Well, they'll have to suck a lemon. I mean, that's the thing, it's not tons of money. It's literally like old postcards, stickers, leftover temporary tattoos, those sorts of things. Whew. I had to declare photos once. Photos of what? Regular ones. Just regular photos of regular stuff. Spooky noises. I thought that yellow flower was lava. Flour is lava. Torch is water. Ooh. Well, this is not going to be good news for Wolfie, I don't think. Get him to spawn. Or he'll just descend normally. Whew. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is going to be under 2 ounces. I think I'm good. I don't need to fill out a customs form. Because it's also just going to take a first class stamp. International stamp. Phew! Dodged a bullet there. Dodged a real international bullet there. Whew. A munition? And munition? And munition, like the streamer. That's what you'd put down there. I'm mailing and munition. If your first class mail service envelopes contain only documents that don't require customs forms, these new rules don't apply to you. You could say that a sticker is a document. A sticky document. As long as it has text on it, it's a document. Careful of it. What even was that? You dingus. Hey, hey, hey. Well, let's go back and take that same amount of damage. Right, I was gonna say, there's a few, like, pictures that might not, so I'll just sign my name on them. What, after all, exactly is paper? I think we need a lawyer. A lock-picking lawyer. Ooh, buddy. Yawns for days. Ugh. Woof indeed. Oh, why am I so tired? Headachy. Ugh. Would you take Juno with you if you went to Iceland? No, that would not be possible. Nor would I ever take her on a plane. She's too big. Not only is she too big, but taking pets across international borders. is nigh impossible. I mean, usually it only happens if you're like moving to a different country, and like even then, I think they usually, depending on the country, they'll like hold your pet for like 2 weeks for quarantine or something. before it may or may not get approved to enter the country. Yeah, no, that would be a mistake. Yeah, I guess that's another thing that kind of prevented us from trying to plan to do it this summer right away. We'd have to find a place, someone to take Juno in. It's already been 2 years since the 5-hour slideshow vacation. We were just incredibly lucky to have found someone who could take Juno for 2 weeks. And I don't even know if they're still around. Like, if they're still even, like, we used them once. And it worked out great. Speaking of which, she's making little grumbly noises while she's sleeping over on the side of the desk here. Buddy. Okay, okay. Like, hey, Wolfie, you want to spawn anywhere except for where I'm going? Indeed. So what else? What else is new? Has this been a Flob-only stream? Yep. This stream is brought to you by Flob. Flob. It's what you're watching right now. We've been live for like 2.5 hours. Despite what would be indicated by my otherwise complete lack of energy and continual yawn fest. We got to get to that next floating point. That's going to be very exciting. Almost as exciting as... It will happen somewhere around the 60,800 megabytes, as is estimated by Subsponge. And we're at 58,000 megabytes? That seems a bit soon. But who am I to say? I've done no calculations or research on the subject. Aha, inventory space. Yeah, I'm not a theoretical Farlander. I'm a practical Farlander. An experimental Farlander. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, buddy. Maybe I need to schedule in a nap in my already seemingly not enough hours in the days. I am also exhaustion. Now... SSRI yawns, is that what it is? I mean, are we all on SSRIs? Or do we all have varying degrees of long COVID that have gone ignored and understudied and undertreated in the greater general population for the sake of maintaining the capitalist economy? I was like this prior to 2020. Alright. I mean, I guess I was too, on account of the fact that we have a Kurt yawn emote. But it just seems like everybody I know is just now, like, no matter what they're doing during the day or how many hours of sleep they've gotten, just all tired. We are ex-hosted. We are beyond hosted. alternately true. All the people that I've known for a duration of time have also aged a similar amount of time to me. Listen, get out of here with your dang sense and reasoning. Go on, get. Why not both? I should probably exercise. I mean, walking with Juno every day is good, and honestly, more than quite a few people do on their own. But a walk and exercise does not make. Some of my pants have been getting a little snug. Bit snug around the old midsection. Right, that's what I meant. Yeah, walking certainly is good and better than nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But it's not necessarily a strenuous activity. I'm wintering up for the trip to Iceland, which at this rate apparently has to take place during the winter. Speed walking. Juno does not speed walk. Juno is the one who has aged the most. I mean, it's not that she's like slow or feeble. It's that she's lazy. she's more a walk 6 feet and sniff something for 90 seconds, and then walk another 6 feet and sniff something for another 90 seconds. I used to be able to get her to a little gallop if I started running, but now I don't think she now realizes that she doesn't have to do that. So whenever I try to go for a little jog, she just does her little short speed walk for a little bit, and it's like, that's enough of that. There was one hike that we took. This was a couple years ago. It was a hot day, too. That Juno just stopped and was like, I'm not going any further, so the girlfriend had to carry her the rest of the way back to the car. Are there any bodies of water near you? Many? But they're also shipping lanes and full of harbor seals and orca whales and various pollutants. Kayaking. But the girlfriend says we need to become swole mates. I went to the gym a couple times with her, but then I stopped. But now she says she's gonna get a membership where I can go too. I'm like, can't we just buy weights? Like, no, we have no room. There's no space. The basement's too small. Watch out. My pants might not fit now. But after that, my shirts won't fit either. It's all buff, badoosh, badoink, bagul. Rent a storage container and work out there. Or I could just practice the tuba in my storage container. I mean, as lazy as I am, and as little as I want to spend time around other people in a sweaty environment, it has always been a minor fascination to just be like, you can just, like, set your mind to it and, like, take time. I know, time. Time? Remember time? That thing that I have in abundance? I mean, I honestly do, but it just, my brain doesn't let me think I do. You can, like, completely change the way your body looks. You're like some sort of anamorph. Is an anamorph a thing? I just kind of, like, thought of a word that sounded like... You're like, I could be like Odo. Suddenly I can become a serving tray. or a type of bird. Or a rare parrot. Animorphs is a series of young adult novels. Maybe. I'm assuming they morph into different shapes and sizes and things. As could be concluded by the title. Oh. All right. You bunch of mighty morphins. Make the beds. I already have Ann boat. Pick up the workbench. What a productive day of farlanding. No floating point yet. But we'll get there. Oh, buddy. Thank you very much for tuning in to this, if you're watching on the stream or on the VOD. Not on the podcast, though. That version doesn't exist of these. Go to I still haven't put up the donation link on farlandsorbust.com. So don't go there. Go to kurtjmac.com. Go to kurtjmac.com and the link is there. Or go to twitch.tv/kurtjmac. And the link is there. Or you can type charity, ! charity in chat, and it'll tell you. And yeah, we're up to $666. Maybe who knows if anybody is strong enough to break that evil. Well, let's go to sleep. We'll back up the world and call it a stream. Oh, we're at 53,000. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought we were at 58,000. It looks like an 8. The 3. We're at 53,956.1 megabytes. Now the estimate of 60,000 megabytes makes more sense. That is in the realm of possibility. I know so little about it that I didn't even know how many megabytes we had.